When you've relied on something outside of yourself to help you feel better and help you get through life, like food, alcohol, caffeine, scrolling, other people, distraction, or work, it can feel impossible to imagine going through life without these crutches. This doesn't make you weak. This just means that you've been using those things as a way to feel something, or to not feel something. When you even think about letting this thing go, your body might instinctively respond with, "No, that would make me miserable," which actually makes some sense. You're not doing this because you're stupid or out of control. You're doing this because it works. At least for a moment. Addiction and compulsion aren't really about willpower. It's the dopamine reward system hijacking the brain under times of stress. Dopamine says, "This feels good. Life's better with this. Let's keep doing this." But the problem with this, and this is the part that people just don't talk about enough, is that your natural source of joy gets diminished. The more you take these fake dopamine hits and you rely on something outside of yourself to make you feel better, the less you're going to be able to do that naturally for yourself. Your motivation gets dulled, your inspiration goes quiet, and soon your energy drops. And the more you have to rely on this external source to get the internal spark that you once had just on your own. This is tricky, because if you're anything like the rest of us, if you're ill, you're tired, you're overwhelmed, perhaps you're even in survival mode, or you're looking out at the English grey sky and feeling miserable, telling you to bring out your natural resources and try to give up the thing that you rely on is going to almost feel like an insult. People often ask me, why would I give up this thing that makes me feel better? I'm going to feel awful if I do that. And the truth is, you are going to feel awful for a while probably. That's chemistry. That's your brain recalibrating, going back to what you were before you started this. That's withdrawal. And here's another truth. Your natural sense of joy does come back. And it comes back way quicker than you might imagine. It's not that intense, hectic high, and it's not the numbed out, dissociated escape. It's also not that surge that you get that leaves you feeling empty, disgusted, and horrible afterwards. It's something much quieter. This is the one that helps you to sleep better, it helps you to think more clearly. You'll find that you have less tightness in your chest, and you're able to feel more peaceful, more real, more centered, more in control. One day you'll wake up and feel, I'm actually here. I'm here and I'm glad. I've had so many clients go through this, and I've lived it myself. If we haven't met yet, I'm Shelley, a psychotherapist working with emotional eating, stress addiction, and relationship-based obsessions and compulsions. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, people don't recover through getting more strong. They recover by getting more honest. What actually helps you to change isn't perfection or motivation or effort. It's awareness. Noticing what made you do this? What do you get from this? And noticing what it quietly takes away from you. And what you long for underneath it. And now what your life is asking for you now. This is where it starts to soften and loosen. Not dramatically, not intensely, not all at once, but enough to make you feel like you have choices again. Addiction isn't beaten by willpower. It starts to shift when you reclaim the parts of you that addiction kept quiet. Your steadiness, your capacity, your truth, your sense of control, and your aliveness. You don't need to feel strong to beat addiction. You just need the willingness to turn to yourself a little. And the rest unfolds from here. Before I go, if you're listening to this thinking, great, I understand all of that, Now, what do I do when the craving comes up inside me? When I get that urge and I need to satisfy it? You're asking the right question. I've written and talked about this in other podcasts and videos. I've talked about how it occurs in the body, that craving, how it feels so convincing and why, and how it actually does pass quite quickly, even though it feels like it won't. Often when you understand cravings, this is when it really starts to loosen its hold on you. And that, for now, is enough.